Canada's greenhouses are facing a shortage of workers, and experts say the legalization of cannabis may be to blame. With more than 7,000 jobs expected to be unfilled by 2025, this trend is already costing the industry hundreds of millions of dollars. Joining me for a closer look at all this is the chair of the Ontario Greenhouse Alliance, Jan Vanderhout. Thanks so much for joining us.
Good morning.
So in 2014, the greenhouse, nursery, and floriculture industry amounted to the largest employer in the agricultural workforce, with 60,600 people employed. Why are some experts blaming the cannabis sector for a growing shortage of workers there?
So a big part of the challenge is the demand that the cannabis industry is putting on especially our skilled labor force. So people who are growers are in high demand, for example, and then also through the value chain, the demand for workers. So for biological controls, for truck drivers, for forklift operators, packing line operators, all those people that are an integral part of our greenhouse systems are in high demand by the cannabis industry in the same areas where the greenhouses are located for both vegetables, flowers, and for cannabis.
So why would the workers want to change sides? Why would they want to go from the greenhouses to the cannabis sector?
I think that a big draw of it is that the cannabis producers have a little bit more access to cash. Prices for vegetables and flowers are not always the highest that they could be, and so this puts the cannabis producers at an advantage to pay a little bit more because that industry is so I guess it's so exciting in terms of financially right now.
So how are the companies impacted by this shortage of workers?
So a lot of times what happens is you end up, if for example, if your grower leaves, then you will hire a couple of other people, or you will move a couple of other people up the ranks from within your farm. And maybe spreading out some of the workload. Oftentimes a bigger challenge can be that the certain parts of the growing process are not done perfectly smooth, and so production can suffer, quality can suffer, and in the end, availability even.
So let's take us back before the legalization of cannabis. In 2014, labor shortages in the greenhouse sector cost $100 million in lost sales. Those losses are expected to grow in the coming years. Now, I hear this as a consumer, and I get a little bit worried. What is going to happen to my food prices? What about for the Canadian economy?
Well, and you're not wrong in being concerned about what's going to happen to your food prices, but the reality is that if the food producers of Ontario are going to continue to be successful, they are going to need to be paid for that. And nobody really minds paying their workers more as long as they're getting it in on the front end when they sell their product. So Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to say thank you so much for your analysis this morning. It's a conversation that I know that we'll continue to have. We're all out of time for today, but I hope that we do continue to talk to you about this one. So thank you.
It was my pleasure.
Thanks for watching. If you like this, be sure to subscribe here.
And you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.